Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the round of 8 for Team Battlegrounds. We're going to get this one started here, and we've got a co-caster this evening. Hitch is here, guys. The game will be between Captain Weebmaster and Caidos101, and Casus Belli and SplinkedOG. And we're going to dive right in here, guys. Alright, ready, Hitch? 3,
Yep.
2, 1, go.
All right, so Lithuanians and Persians against Berbers and Mayans. What do you think?
It's going to be an interesting one. I actually think I like the Berbers Mayans pick a little bit better for a team, but that's just going with the meta here. So, I mean, Persians do have those trash bows, so that could be interesting for sure.
Yeah, the knight play with the +2 against archers from Persians, if I have that correct, that could be strong against the Mayans here, though.
That's true. Very well could be. I mean, it's going to be interesting here to see how things go. I mean, Berbers getting those cheap knights could be extremely useful for them.
Certainly. Do you see this? Caidos, whatever we call them. You want to go for your meme here? Quick barracks. Look at that. 3 militia already coming out.
Yeah, Lithuanian instant drush coming. We've not seen this in this tournament yet. This should be pretty nuts here. For those of you who don't know, Lithuanians start with an extra 150 food. And yeah, this is going to be insta-drush here. So I don't think he's scouted his opponent yet, though, so he's going to have to head out with them and get his scouting in. But it's so early. There is no chance of walls being up at this point.
No, not at all. Fortunately, although he's still trying to find two of his sheep, is why he hasn't gone forward for that scout yet. But there he goes. He found him. So the scout will be going forward momentarily. But with a 2v2, it's not like the 1v1 where you're going to potentially miss anyone. The worst case scenario, he just runs to the other teammate, not his close one, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's headed in the right direction though, so he should be just fine. What is your in-game time right now?
3:25.
Alright, you're just like 2 seconds behind me.
Okay.
But yeah, he's actually gonna end up in the right spot here, and SplinkedOG is gonna have to react.
Yeah, now they're just running by. If he... So close. There's the berries. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he sees the res there, so he should know that he's in the right spot, but unfortunately his scout is just coming in behind this, so he will find that wood line though.
Certainly. Weebmaster also scouting forward. I haven't seen scouts go forward for SplinkedOG or Belli. So, yep. Scouts are at home. All the momentum is in for our red-purple team now.
Yeah, they are definitely gonna get the advantage here with all this idle time. That is 4 villagers idled. No kills yet, but nonetheless, that is a lot of idle time. And, I mean, behind this, his eco is pretty solid. He's still doing just fine with villager count. He's, you know, a little bit behind, but with a drush this forward and idling 4 vills already, it doesn't really hurt his team at all. And he's going to be able to go pressure consistently until he loses it. Right. So it's a really interesting strat that we haven't seen much at all.
Right, and then there's no, you know, this is just this drush has been perfect.
Oh, and Captain Weebmaster sending 10 villagers forward. Is this a douche?
It has to be, right? 10 vills, Persians.
It has to be.
There's no other reason. And look,
oh
he drops this here. He's going to deny the main gold, the berries, wood line. That could be very good. If other gold is forward, Casus Belli will be left with 1 gold behind.
Yep, there comes down
Perfect
the
placement.
TC. His is dropped at home. The drush is still active on the other side. Caidos is trying to deal with it, putting pressure on constantly. I like the quick walls up here. I think that's an interesting play. Will prevent.
He doesn't see it.
Forward.
He doesn't see it yet. Oh no.
Oh, it's just outside of his vision. He's gonna find out in a second. He's lucky he just finished that boar.
Yeah, he's gonna find out in a very unpleasant way.
All he knows
Instant
now.
garrison, but so is he gonna fight this? Is he gonna? Nice 10, I'll take it. Okay. Shit talk here. Okay.
I love it. I think that you have to keep your TC up for a while and try to get your Vil count up a little bit more.
Caidos over here blocking boars on sprinkled. So much value here.
Yeah, and they're taking out the deer as well. It looks like he took one hit on one of the deer, so they're not allowing them much breathing room here. Casus Belli is gonna repair his town center here. It's gonna be crucial to keep that up at least until he gets to feudal age.
And he is on the way, 72%. So that's
And Captain Weebmaster dived in and killed a cow there with his scout. Take even more food away from his opponent.
It's insane pressure by this team.
Oh yeah, they are going for the kill early. In game one nonetheless, so they're not going to be shy about how they're playing this one. They are going to be aggressive and they are going to come and try to win everything. I mean, like you said, the berries are taken away. The hunt is essentially taken away. The main gold taken away for Casus Belli here. And we have the Drush is still in. It's in, it's killing, it's going to kill Vils.
Still hurting Vils, yeah. It's going well. It's only 20 Vils for Casus Belli. He's low on Vil count, going up to feudal before everyone else. It's only taking wood. Terrible eco balance. I don't even know if he's able to build Vils right. He's got a few queued up, but
yeah, I mean this is a lot of pressure, and if you haven't faced this before, I mean he did get up to feudal, and he is producing Vils, which is about all you can do at this point. But he is gonna have to try to outpop his opponent here. Captain Weebmaster though, he has tied for the most Vils with Splinked, and then Caidos with that instant drush actually has more Vils now than Casus Belli does. So
absolutely, I think I thought he was just trying to get the wood here for his next TC, but instead he drops an archer range. He drops a mining camp. He's gonna have the wood.
Yeah, I don't mind this actually because he can get some archer numbers up and hopefully try to prevent another TC from going up. And he is spreading
Drush
his
finally
eco
coming
a little bit.
12 minutes in, the instant drush is finally dying over in sprinkle space. Hopefully, for his sake, he's going to be able to recover this. But massive wall off on this Arabia.
Vils coming forward again. They're going to look to douche yet again, and he's going to run into... Oh, he's actually going to fight with the villagers.
Yeah. Now, as long as he's still producing Vils, but he's not, his TC's idle, and I don't like that. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong player. Maybe it's not. No.
No, he doesn't.
No, he's producing. He's producing.
Yeah, he's got.
It's just too bad that he's fighting this wood line and not fighting the new TC.
Yeah, I mean it's a brawl in there. Villagers punching villagers. It's not gonna be the ideal scenario though, because at this rate, Casus Belli has to think that he has enough, and he doesn't get his TC up. So,
but still, if Weeb wants to move forward with this, he could drop a TC between that gold and stone there, and there's not going to be time for recovery for him, for sprinkled.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to really come down to the other two, I think, and what they're able to accomplish at this point. And Caidos has got some idle Vils. He just clicked them to move finally. But SplinkedOG here is looking pretty good. His eco's pretty well balanced. He's moving on, and
but Caidos first
is
up to castle.
Oh my.
So because this game changes a lot if 3 or 4 knights show up at sprinkled space.
I think this game ends if 3 or 4 knights show up. Yeah, Knight Noble's in the chat saying go Caidos and Weeb. So good to see he's not spiteful of his loss to them in the first round there. If you guys didn't see that set, that one is worth rewatching.
Now, Casus Belli is losing this boxing match over here overall. Like I don't think this is working out for him. I just want to see another TC drop. You're still in Dark Age. You haven't clicked up. you're all in at this point as Weeb, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's
Have to
nothing
drop
more that
another one.
Weeb can do here, but just I mean, he's got what,
Here,
5,
Azul.
6, 7, 8 villagers. No, it's like 10 villagers actually working. Everyone else is
Now,
just fighting. So
right, but a key thing to remember, he still has the score lead over Casus Belli, and Casus Belli is the Berber player. So we're talking a Mayan player who's going to have to face up against Lithuanians.
yeah,
Without the Berber camels in there, that's not as favorable as it could have been.
yeah. We'll see what happens here as we're gonna have a full castle age up here for Caidos as well, and he's gonna.
Caidos is getting scared. SplinkedOG has arrived to save his friend.
Yep. So, I mean, this is a good move, getting some units over here, try to prevent this douche from going any farther here. I mean, it was a crazy attempt here. I mean, I love the strat, the insta-drush and the Persian douche all at the same time. That really puts their team on the back foot, especially with Caidos being able to boom to Castle Age so effectively.
I just would have liked to have seen a second TC drop. I think hesitating on that puts him on the back foot here. He's in his enemy's base in Dark Age, trying to boom to get to feudal, and
yeah, but I don't
know that
mind
he's
it
close.
because if you look at the villager counts, Captain Weedmaster is up by 10 vills over Splinked. And
True.
his teammate is the only person in Castle Age, and we're gonna see the night production's already begun. They're just sitting in that stable right now. We've got 3 of them
I think
already.
I feel like that's a mistake too. They there we go. I would have trickled them in one at a time. One changes a lot over there.
Yeah, a lot of communication here for these two, saying, you know, everyone is in my base, and yep, that's some insults being thrown back and forth. Toxic communication indeed, Palm. Knights are headed forward to Splink's base. Oh, and this is a hill on the front. I bet you there's a hole. There's definitely a hole.
Text communication.
Oh.
Oh, yep. That's great.
3 knights do get in. Vills will go down off of gold as well, and his army is entirely forward right now. This is definitely falling apart here.
Yeah, I like that SplinkedOG had thought to come over here and pressure Weeb while he's on his back foot, but now his archers are under TC, taking TC fire. His base is undefended from knights. If this game is a 1v1 versus Mayans and Lithuanians, don't you prefer the Lithuanians?
I mean,
With this lead,
with this lead, absolutely, but I think it's a pretty good matchup for the Mayans, actually.
And that hole's not going to get... Oh, and the hole did get filled. The knights are still in.
Yeah, but he's going to be through. He's got 3 knights inside. All he has to do is send his 3 knights over there and attack the palisade, gates, or walls anywhere, and they'll be in.
Absolutely. I would have... You know, Palm did mention text communication. I do find it odd. They're typing here. It would have been nice if they had mics up.
I mean, it would have been, but it wouldn't have been as entertaining for us.
True,
so
true.
I'm not going to complain here. There are another 7 vills here that will most likely go down. Basic archers coming over, weak archers at that.
True.
Not going to be well. And yeah,
Palisade gates coming down shortly. Yeah, this is looking bad for Sprout and SplinkedOG. They've just been on the back foot since minute 1 with that instant trash.
Yeah, now we have, what, 6 knights in here against a little bit over a dozen archers, and feudal archers aren't going to do anything. You also have Splinked on the way to Castle Age, so he's going to lose a lot of his military and his eco before he can even get upgrades. And his eco isn't that good behind this, so doesn't even have any gold. You have to use the market to sell some wood to actually get crossbows. And yeah, Knight, I agree. I think he should have went eagles and pikes, but he wasn't pressured enough by anything other than the drush, so he did not prepare for that. He was more trying to help his teammate.
Right. He should have known what was coming, though. I mean, Lithuanians, Persians. I
mean, I agree with that statement to a point, but I think that the Lithuanian trash is extremely underused. And in this situation, obviously we're not seeing that, but he did not scout well enough, I don't think, to see what was coming. Yeah, look at his scouting. He hasn't even scouted Caidos. Doesn't even know it's there, because Caidos had a free boom behind that instant rush there.
Yeah. This is coming back to what I mentioned earlier, just that early aggression. It's getting out there, scouting, putting the pressure on. I don't think the scouts ever left for our sprinkled Casus team.
Yeah.
They were at home when the attacks came in.
Yep. No, Knight, I agree that they should go Knights, but you could always surprise your opponent, especially in this situation being up against Mayans, just going full trash.
But I don't see the sense in it, though. That Knights against Archers, I'm going to take the Knights anyway, especially Lithuanian Knights, if he started to grab relics, especially with the team bonus from the Persians.
That's true.
I just don't like the match for Mayans. When there's this much of a lead with that Drush, I feel like this Mayan player is just without the Berber help.
Yeah, I think it's GG too, Knight. I think they're trying to hold on because it is a best of 5, and they want to try to win game 1. I understand holding out. I mean, Casus Belli did come over here and did clean up some of the eco that was left behind for Captain Weebmaster here. So that was nice, but it's
some
too
Vills
much
running over. Yeah. I would like to see, and it's hard to think about this in the moment, but 2 or 3 Knights over to Casus Belli's base from Caidos.
I agree.
Just to keep him off balance. Focus on Sprinkled. He has the right idea that he needs to keep this player down, but a little bit of pressure over there. It might have been nice to see some tower play or something not quite so passive from Weeb, don't you think? A few towers on either side from Weeb or Casus.
Weeb just got up to feudal 2 minutes ago.
Oh, true.
So
I forgot.
There was no castles coming in from him. He is on his way to castle age now. But regardless, I think that the reboom from Casus Belli here is just not enough. I mean, I know that he's at the same Vil count as Captain Weebmaster, but Captain Weebmaster is almost in Castle Age now, and he's just going to throw Knights out on his own.
Yeah. I would like to see Caidos' Knights go. That's what I want. I want them to go to Casus Belli.
Yeah, I think that's the right play, too.
End the game. And a Knight has a point. Getting relics is good. Yeah, 1 TC play still for Caidos.
Yep. I don't think he needs anything more than 1 TC, though.
No.
At this point, he needs just full Knight production and produce villagers when you can. He is getting upgrades still, so... What is this? Blast Furnace? Or Iron Casting. Iron Casting's coming in right now.
Relics coming in, or sorry, Monks coming in for Caidos, so he's going to start taking those relics. He's been camping the relic by Sprinkled Space, so only going to get stronger, these Knights.
Yep, and these Knights come in, they're going to take a few pikemen, a few more villagers with them. There are a good bit of pikemen here, so he should probably not take this fight, and looks like he is going to run away from it here. But nonetheless, I think that we're going to start seeing Knights come out, and there already are a few Knights out here for Captain Weebmaster. He's going to clean up what army Casus Belli has. With the score alone, I think you have to call this one here pretty soon. There's not much more fighting that is necessary here.
The trouble is they haven't made any forward progress on the Casus Belli Sprinkle team. There's been no pressure on Caidos of any time.
A very forward siege workshop from Captain Weebmaster, right against the market of his opponent.
Why not at this point? What military does he have? Put it in his face. Make him realize the situation.
Oh, I agree. I mean, the scouting is much better for them as well, given they've been out of the bases so much. And then we have the monk over here healing up all these weak knights, which is a great play.
Caidos has been over here pop-capped, and he's building houses way north of his base. Just sitting pop-capped. I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. He also has quite a few knights in his base, 7 of them that should go to Splinked, or not Splinked, Casus Belli.
Yeah, I don't like all. I mean, healing's great, I guess, for your knights, but I don't like these idle knights by Sprinkled Space. Send them over to Casus. Make him GG. Call it. There's enough knights between him, the Siege Workshop, the knights of both players. They could take out this TC and end the game.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really, rough game for Casus Belli here. I mean, getting douched and being so far behind, you should try to put the final dagger in there and just make them GG. We do have 3 knights coming over here from Caidos, and we also have 4 knights up already for Captain Weebmaster. I think Captain Weebmaster is the one that should put towers in now.
Yeah.
And he should really just take away the wood lines and then patrol the other side and keep all these villagers stuck in one position here. He is on stone in his allies' base, and I mean, he's basically taken away everything that his opponent on his side has resource-wise, except for wood. Take away the wood
Now,
lines, and he has 1 gold pile,
yeah.
I suppose. But
Yeah, to acknowledge chat here. Yeah, I definitely understand. I think we'd agree. Like, Kato's booming behind this 3 TCs would certainly be the safe play, but as he's already been playing at 1 TC, I think he has to commit at this point and just end the game with these knight numbers.
yeah, I don't think they're. I think that they should just take all the knights up there to Casus Belli. They could have taken this TC out with the number of knights that are in.
Before he got to Castle Age.
Yeah, but now the knights are back in on Splink's eco, and
And the
that.
pikes are gone. The pikes have gone to help.
Oh, they have. They're all the way in the north.
So this actually could work out in their favor. They're going to take out this TC. They'll take out all kinds of vills.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
If it wasn't GG before, it's definitely GG now.
Yeah, that said, I mean, I think Sprinkle and Caspel have done well considering the amount of pressure they've had to put up with.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, an insta-drush and a douche in the same game, I mean, that's just legendary strategy right there. Like, you don't see that. Come on. Like, when was the last time you saw that anywhere? Like, now we're just going to use knights to take TCs out. I mean,
yeah, these knights diving in.
They have 10+4 attack.
And
GG
then
game.
the GGs come in.
Whew.
Good game. Well played.
Wow. That was sick.
That's a good start to the set. That was a well played game.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Casus Belli Captain Weebmaster strats come out in the round of 16. They were pretty good, pretty interesting. And now here, seeing this, I think they are going for the win already, guys. And they're definitely throwing a bunch of strategies out that have to make their future round opponents, if they advance here, nervous.
We can only hope for their sake that they take the time to look through the casts, because it'd be a shame to let that go, not be prepared for it.
Yeah, I mean, the last round, Casus Belli and Caidos went Incas Indians and just had every counter in the book. And then they had Indian camels behind it, and it was impressive as well. So GG from them. And again, yes, like you said, SplinkedOG and Casus Belli, I mean, with that much pressure, not really being able to help each other out because you're both under so much pressure, I mean, they definitely kept the fight alive. So props to them for continuing with that. I am going to update our scoreboard here real quick, and then we'll be jumping into game number 2, guys. Oh, that was an exciting start to this best of 5. What do you guys think?
It's definitely the kind of start you want from Caidos and Weeb. That's a momentum you want to go into game 2 with.
I absolutely agree here. And before I forget, already forgot to mention the bans for this set. They banned Ethiopians, Japanese, Incas, and Koreans. So they may have watched the previous set to ban the Incas there. But I'm at 5 seconds there. Are you ready, sir?
I am ready when you are.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Now we have Berbers, Vikings on Golden Pit for Caidos and Captain Weebmaster, which is what we saw them play already in the round of 16 on this map.
Then we have Frank's Magyars on the other end.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what happens here. I mean, yeah, Caidos is right. They scout flood us. It could very well be what they go for. This map is, if you guys aren't familiar with it, major piles of gold and stone in the middle, so it's definitely a major point of contention here, where everyone is going to be fighting for those resources. What do you think about Vikings on this map?
I mean, Vikings, that's strong eco, always good. If they play archers along with the Berbers, I think it could work out well here. I mean, Frank's Magyars both good civs, but I feel like the gold pit, gold rush, these maps kind of the mobility isn't as important, right? If you're fighting in that middle, I think the Vikings aren't going to have that disadvantage of being stuck in one place.
Yeah.
That I would expect against Franks and Magyars normally.
Yeah, I really like the Franks pick here. Cheaper castles are definitely going to be good to secure not only their own base, but secure some of the mid control here. And then Magyars are, you know, such a versatile civ. I mean, when was the last time you saw Magyar Arbalest? Like, they get Arbalest. A lot of people don't even give them credit for being able to be a solid archer civ. But
what it comes down to here, I think the Berbers is a great pick against Franks. It's a great pick against Magyars. It's kind of the reverse situation we saw last time. If Caidos can get up, get the camels out, even get the camel archers out, it cancels so much of what Casus, Belli, and SplinkedOG would want to go for. It could be good for them.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I mean, we're going to have to see what the unit compositions are even going to be here. It's going to be interesting nonetheless. I really don't like Casus Belli's choice of woodline here. He picked potentially the farthest woodline from his base. Although none of his woodlines are great, I guess. But it's not a big fan of that one all the way back there.
We had it looked like an attempted trap here for Weeb Scout by SplinkedOG, but
I got there at the tail end of the little fight there. But nonetheless, everyone has found their resources. It looks like we don't have any attempted lames at the time being, and it's going to be pretty standard builds so far for everyone. I do like how Casus Belli is really heavy on his berries already. I think that is nice.
Now, it's unfortunate for SplinkedOG. He did lose his scout under TC fire from Weeb.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Oh, and we have a lame! Captain Weebmaster is trying to lame SplinkedOG right now.
And he's going to succeed. And that's a good move. He killed Sprink's
his scout.
He knew he had no answer for this. This is great play.
Yep, and he's just going to take his time. Oh, he did take a hit there, though. That was not good. Still has a ways to go, so he really needs to pay attention and focus on that one as well. Yep, Knight said it in chat. Super long lane, but should be worth it. I absolutely agree. And Caidos thinks he's been lamed, but his boar is just to the south of him. Oh no! And Captain Weebmaster loses his scout to the boar. The boar will go back.
You know, Caidos over here talking about being lamed, but he has vision on that boar. He just...
It must have popped out of the black fog of war area right there.
Yeah, it's so close on that lame. But, you know, if nothing else, the amount of time and disruption to SplinkedOG's build order should be helpful. Yeah. He hasn't found two of his sheep. He's had to go out and mill the ostriches here.
Yeah, I mean, that is the right move, though, is bringing your hunt if you lose your boar, so...
Absolutely.
I definitely credit him for going after that. He needs to be really careful here. He might lose this villager if he's not careful.
Nope.
But...
Okay, we are.
Yeah, looks like he'll get away with that one there, but... Caidos has found his boar. I do like this chat. I like that they're not in voice chat. He's also pushing his ostrich as well, so he was fully prepared. Dropped 3 farms already. It's going to be interesting. We see how 2 players are walling up already between Splinked and Casus Belli, but we don't
And
see any walling from Caidos.
Worth noting that Casus Belli is more than halfway up here. The barracks is coming up. So I'm imagining we're going to see some scouts here coming to Caidos, right?
I would hope so. We'll just have to wait and see here. Caidos forgot to click feudal. He's having issues with the Zico right now, guys, but I mean, at this rate, he's in pretty good shape to still produce a lot of scouts. He's got tons of food in the bank right now.
Yeah, he's missing some of his sheep there. Part of the reason he also might have thought he got lamed.
Yeah.
Just out of his sight. It's unfortunate. I don't know how much earlier he would have clicked up, but you know, being a few seconds behind, or 30 seconds or a minute behind, could hurt a little bit with a scout rush coming in.
It could indeed. I mean, we also have Splinked over here who has yet to find 2 of his sheep as well. And we actually have a drush coming in here. Or maybe it's going to be a man-at-arms rush. He just sent them forward, but...
It's got to be men-at-arms. He's 50%, Weeb's 50% up, so...
Yeah.
It's only 2... Yeah, it's only 2.
Yeah, he's not going to get in, though, so...
Yeah, he should have been a little quicker. Even the... Yeah, he can still be an annoyance. Force some extra walls, force some houses.
Absolutely. We have scouts coming out already here for Casus Belli, and he's going to actually be able to have a chance to do some damage with those, as Caidos has not walled really at all. He's getting some walls up now, but nothing that's going to stop those 2 scouts from getting in right now, so...
Fortunately, though, he won't be terribly exposed. The wood lines are backed by the TC. It's not. This isn't great. You don't want to be in this position, but it could be worse map-wise.
Yep.
Quick walls.
Pathing's not very good. He does get in on the wood line. He should pick that one villager that's weak.
Yep. At least one vill's going down here.
Yep, and he's created a lot of idle time as well, so, I mean, he's already accomplished what he needed to there.
And the second vill at the cost of a scout, probably worth it.
I would agree. Defensive spear comes out.
Yep, scouts still... Oh, and look at this attempted trap, but no luck.
I mean, he did find the sheep, so he might go make those tuck back into the corner of the map or something just to prevent him from taking that, which would be nice.
We would hope so. Yeah, the wall's coming up a little late on the Weeb Caidos team. Maybe they, after all that pressure, they weren't expecting the last game. They thought they could take it easy here.
Yeah, I mean, that said, though, Casus Belli is not doing a good job with these scouts of his. He's just producing more and more. It looks like he's waiting for that 5th one to come so he can run into probably the berries, I would say.
Right.
But we have 3 defensive spears already out.
4 at this point.
There's
5.
5, yep.
So it's getting to the point where I'd like to see him run over to Weeb. This is it. He's not going to get a ton of value against that many spears.
No, I mean, he may get another villager here. He does take a good fight against a single spear there. He will get one more vill, and then I think he just needs to run, like you said. Go to your other opponent.
He'll get another vill here if he... Oh, nope. Run. Just passing. Alright.
I don't mind this either. If he could get to that wood line again, he might be able to do some damage.
True. As you said, this rush has not done much.
Yeah, I mean, we do have the Magyar player going into double archery range, so we'll see how that works out for him. I mean, the Vikings already have a single archery range up, and he's already got some archers in there. Looks like 3, a 4th on the way.
Are we going to see arch play then?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, there they come. Already starting.
Yep.
And the scout's coming over from Casus Belli to Weeb, just as we would have hoped. And he's going to catch these. Maybe he won't. Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to catch some archers.
No, but he is going to be able to get in on this wood line. There's also a villager on the house. Could be run off of berries as well. This could do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, this is great. This is a great turnaround from the last game for Casus, Belli, and SplinkedOG. Casus is putting all this pressure on and making up for how they were on the back foot last game.
Absolutely. I mean, there was a good communication. There has been constantly between these two, as you guys have seen pop up here, but didn't say that. Hey, the scouts have left. So I think this kind of caught Captain Weebmaster by surprise here. Scouts could do some more damage here, but a lot of quick walling has gone down here, and defensive spears are getting out already as well.
But just the idle time. Look at these vills stuck on the gold. Can't even move. Idle vills from the berries from Weeb that he's just too distracted to catch. This 8 vills that have just been standing here, standing here, standing here. Yep, there they go. A lot to manage at this stage of the game with scouts in your base.
Absolutely. It's a lot to deal with. Those 2 sheep were sent to the corner, so that really helps out. Definitely get rid of those resources. Laming is allowed in this tournament, if you guys are not aware. I don't know why we would ban it from a tournament. It's part of the game. You play in a ranked queue, you should expect that that's a possibility and know how to adapt to it. So why would we remove it from a tournament?
The scouts have run back. I don't know if where he's going. Oh, Caidos is worried.
I don't know if he's that worried. I think he's probably looking at that score right now, and they are pretty far behind in score. And Casus Belli has been untouched. And this time his eco is so good, he's going to get another stable up, and he's going to be in Castle Age here really shortly.
Even Sprinkled, that militia, those militia archers never accomplished much. Coming from Weeb, so momentum's definitely shifted from game 1.
Yeah, we have a lot of archers coming in here as well with 1 spear. So the pressure is coming back on the other side here. And yeah, Scout Rush did a good job. Scouts are still out too, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we get 2 early attempts for the middle here from Casus Belli and Splinked. I definitely could see them both running forward and trying to get a town center down. And honestly, I think we could get Casus Belli on stone first.
Now here the thing is if you look at the never mind. Yeah, if you look at the stables for Casus Belli, he just hit Castle Age and he has his stables the gather point set to right over to Caidos' base.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to mess around with this. Scouts or knights are being produced. The scouts will go in with them surely. Caidos isn't going to get him in to breathe here.
Yeah,
which I like. Don't go for the middle at this point. You still have the gold at home. You have the momentum. You keep the pressure up at this stage.
I agree. He's also dropping his 2nd and 3rd town centers in his base, both on 1 gold and a stone and a wood line. So it's definitely going to be safe play from home. Not headed to the middle quite yet. We do have a stable switch behind this coming for Splinked though, so he's getting his 2nd stable up now. So this could be interesting. Knights and scouts forward. There is some small sections of palisade walls here. They might be able to get through quickly enough. Oh, there's a hole. Oh, look at the hole for Captain Weebmaster. His gold is in so much danger now.
Yeah, he might not lose a Vil there. He almost did. But still, the idle time.
Yeah, that hurts.
Absolutely. That scout rush put Caidos on such a back foot. Not to mention missing sheep, having such a hard time finding a second boar.
Yeah, I mean the pressure's still real in his base too, and one of his golds is forward and exposed, so he's only got the 3 tile gold left in his base that he's got walled up, and then he can't take gold safely after that.
And these knights are going to be in. There's not even. He's trying to repair this, but he's going to run out of wood before he can keep these knights out.
I think you're looking at the wrong point of view, sir. He has
no, I know, but I'm sorry. He's just not going to be able to save it. Is more what I mean.
Well, he's got 8 camels out though, so.
Oh! I didn't see those.
Yeah, he's in good shape. He's gonna pull it
That's
away
good.
right before it gets destroyed here, I think, and then he'll get his chain barding armor in, which could be huge for him. It would have gone down, but yep, he has to take
Yep.
the fight. He doesn't have
Oh,
a
that's good.
choice.
I didn't see those. That was great.
Yeah, I mean the
Um.
fight's terrible, but it might be
Oh,
long enough to
definitely.
get chain barding in there, and yeah, he is gonna try to run with some of those, so he is gonna save the blacksmith. I think. Maybe not. I mean,
Now, knights from Casus Belli have joined Sprinkled. They're putting all the pressure on Weeb now.
yeah, makes sense actually, because they can't get in here, and you know that he's going for your counter already. So, chain barding did get completed in there, so they do have the +2 on defense, and yep, those knights are in. Knights, few crossbows, few skirmishers, couple scouts into Captain Weebmaster's eco. This could be devastating here. Oh, four villas go down almost simultaneously right there.
I think the Vil counts tell you everything about this game right now. Around 50 for blue and green, and around 40 for Caidos and Weeb. So
Yep, Splinked also
behind
has
on
22
eco, behind
military
on
out.
military. Right. Um,
Yeah, I might be
Caidos,
dead, that's right.
yeah. And if he's not, Weeb might be.
Yeah, forward siege coming in already as well, behind all these knights. I think that they're just going to focus on Captain Weedmaster here, and I think that's the right play.
It definitely feels like the right move. Um,
Yeah, we have knights
because
and scouts coming from Caidos' map over here, and there's a hole, there's an overchop on the wood line.
Oh, of course, to the right end. The Viking eco good, but not good if there are 20 knights in your base.
Yep. Yeah, he's down to 35, 34 vils. He says, yeah, it's GG, and I think that is correct. Would expect to see the GG in, so very soon. So definitely, yep, there's GG. Definitely the right move here from Splinked and from Casus Belli to not go to the middle too soon. Get your military numbers out there. Get your advantage in that case. Interesting start to it here with the attempted lame, and then the laming of 2 sheep from Caidos as well.
That was a self-flame. He only found those with his scout rush. That was just bad scouting.
That's true, but at least he pushed him far enough away. It wasn't ever free food for him. I mean,
True. True.
roughly 200 resources. Can't complain about that.
Absolutely not.
But extremely well played, and now it went back to a 1-1 set here. So this is going to be interesting to see how this goes for game number 3. Going to see another map here. And this time it will be Captain Weemaster and Cadius choosing that map, guys. Oh, hold on. I forgot to show you guys the statistics real quick. I mean, they're pretty much what you expect them to be at this point. Villager High pretty much tells the story there. I mean, 56 for Splinked, 54 for Casus Belli, 44 for Weebmaster, and 43 for Caidos. So, pretty much what you would expect to see there, guys. But we're going to go on to game number 3 as this set is tied up 1-1 in this best of 5, guys. Oh my. Oh my, I'm a happy man.
I'm
Guys!
sure you are.
Guys, you're going to be excited about this map, guys.
Yeah, Knight, you're gonna love it.
I'm at 5 seconds.
I'm ready.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to Team Islands, everybody! I couldn't be more excited to see this map. We're going to have some interesting civs. We're going to have Malay and Vietnamese for Captain Weebmaster and Caidos.
Facing off against Vikings and Italians for Casus Bell and Sprinkled. Which do you prefer?
I definitely like Vikings Italians better.
I agree.
I I definitely think it's the right play. Vietnamese doesn't make sense to me here at all, honestly. I mean, yeah, you know where your starting TC is for your opponent. Cool, but you're not gonna be attacking them
Now
right
this
now.
being Caidos's and Weeb's chosen map, so this is planned, right? They wanted Vietnamese, they wanted Malay for this.
I would anticipate that it was a plan strat here. Now Malay is very solid. Don't get me wrong. They're
Absolutely.
a great water civ. It's just Vietnamese. I don't even know what their navy looks like.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out here. What do they bring to a Team Islands game?
I'm expecting a landing, honestly.
That would be the best bet. Landing and archers,
Probably.
or landing and elephants.
Yeah. I
But,
think I think we're gonna see a feudal transport here, and I don't know. It, maybe seeing where the enemy starts, you'll be able to find a better spot to land. Um, Knight, I don't think that Rattans will do him any good to start, though. Maybe switch into Rattan archers later, but
that's what I worry about. I worry about either the rattan or elephants. Just it's too slow. I feel like if Casus Belli and Sprinkled play at water, they get the fish boom up. I don't know if it'll be enough.
yeah, I mean it's gonna be a fight for water, I think, for Casus Belli and Splinked, which is the right play in my opinion here, especially with their civs. I definitely give them the civ selection win here. I definitely think that Italians are top one in my book,
Yeah.
and Vikings are number two, if you ask me. And Bill, yeah, maybe 20 elephants in 20 minutes, but I don't know. That's a really. I mean, I guess you're
The
gonna have
islands
time to
makes it.
boom.
Yeah. We'll have to see here. Now they do have the bonus of at least their eco upgrades don't cost wood, which is a bit of an indirect bonus for their water game. So
This is true. I mean, nonetheless, we are seeing two forward docks, one from Casus Belli, one from Splinked, and we don't even see a dock yet for the other side. So we could just see two FCs here.
and
That's greedy. It's really
yeah,
greedy. But we have a
I
mill for Caidos, so it's definitely an FC for him, I think. I don't think he's going to go to water after this.
and now it does look like Weeb's going forward to put up his dock, but best case he's 2v1'd here with a FC built from Caidos and no dock.
Yeah. I mean, but if he's the one landing, and then you don't see any warships from Caidos until
I don't know what
Castle
happened, but
Age.
Weeb has just been cursing up a storm. Filter, thanks to filters. No idea what he's complaining about, but
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is an interesting strat here. I mean, last time we saw Team Islands in this tournament, we had Koreans and Turks win. So, it was a very impressive win at the very least. Malay was on the other side of that, but we didn't have a landing from Malay. I think Malay might end up having to land here. I would also expect for the ecos to be so much better for Casus Belli and Splink, though, because they are going to be on water, and I mean they're relatively going to be uncontested at this point.
it does look that way. I mean, even if Weeb goes to it, he doesn't have the bonuses. The bonuses the Italians particularly have. It's going to make it harder in a 1v2, which is already hard enough.
Yep, and then you have Vikings who I could see the Viking player going for a fast castle because of their eco being so very good. But I think they are going to make some galleys, or maybe just a demo or two here. Transport ship from Captain Weebmaster, though.
Okay, you called that one.
Yep, so we are going to see him go forward and try to cause chaos. And then it looks like an FC for Caidos for sure at this point. Everyone else is clicked up already, and we just have more villagers queued behind this for Caidos. So
This is transport ship going off to the middle of nowhere, though. Oh, he's picking up Caidos.
Oh.
Who's sending his vills to the back of the island? To be picked
Hmm.
up. So that's not great. Go forward. Go forward,
Interesting.
Caidos. Why would you send your vills to the back to be picked up by that transport on the front?
I mean, the
That's
ship's going to the back. Oh, now the
okay.
Vills are going to the front.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. That was a weird choice by Caidos.
No, the Vills are coming back, so they are going to be in the back. So we're going to see an FC from Caidos being assisted by a transport ship from Captain Weebmaster here. So this might be 20 elephants in 20 minutes because he hasn't even clicked up to the feudal age yet, and he's already got the best villager count in the game, tied with Splink tier.
Yeah. Now I think Casus, Belli, and Spring could have really thrown a bit of their advantage here by not getting any galleys out right away. I guess Casus Belli is now making some fire ships. Just something. Try to find these transports. Try to find something. I feel like they should be able to intercept this, but
I mean, it's going to be rough to watch here. I think we're gonna see what I think will be a very, very nice strat here.
and just so unfortunate for this strat. I think to have a transport go all the way around the island, not
Yeah,
pick up on front.
I agree. We have fire ships from Casus Belli going around back because he doesn't see the dock, but the transport ship is just going to be out of sight. I think, just going to
That's
miss.
extremely good luck for them.
Oh, it's a double landing. Captain Weedmaster has another transport ship, and he's
He
loaded up with
does.
villagers as well.
Okay.
So they want to
So
avoid playing on water altogether.
so did they pick the map so they could have an arena boom safe at home and catch their opponents off guard then?
I mean, I don't know if I like that strat, but
Yeah, it can work, but is it going to work consistently?
well, and you are basically giving free reign to thousands of food.
Oh yeah, and I think it shows in the scores right now. It shows in the Vil counts. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
just how
Casus
much better.
Belli is in the back, and he should be like, "Where are the docks, guys?"
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Vils are finally landing. This is either they win in the next 10 minutes or they lose in the next 10 minutes, right? Like if these landings don't get results, they're going to be too far behind, right?
I would think so. I would definitely think so. It's gonna be. You have to start scouting your map at this point. Like you see
Oh, and
one dock
we
from
we
your opponent.
we just going to walk right into sprinkled space here. Okay, he changed his mind. Scared me a
If
little bit.
what if we see another douche? A douche on islands. Stable is up, so this is a Malay elephant build. 100%
Absolutely.
is. That is why he had his teammate provide. Ooh, this is a bad castle or bad tower here though. Two towers right next to each other for Captain Weedmaster. I don't like it. But
Yeah, he wants to protect them, but
I guess it throws the pressure off completely for Caidos and what he's doing. As he
yeah.
is all the way up to castle, he's 32% of the way
Now
there already.
they've spotted the landing from Weeb. I don't think they've seen it on Caidos side, but they have to know at this
Their
point,
blue
right? Like,
scout is crossing by right now.
oh,
He
you're right.
just said it. They see me.
It's I don't know.
I think at this point you have to go wall this stable in. You have to try to wall it in or something. A
See,
defensive tower is not going to do it.
Weeb's already saying GG.
He's confident. I'll give you that much.
Was it GG for them or GG for? I thought that was a fat line of no confidence, but I feel like Sprinkle and Casus dropped it a little bit. Like I feel like they should have got more suspicious about the lack of fishing ships, about the lack of docks. There should have been more preparation for this.
Yeah, I mean, that said, though, You've seen the stables. You know you're up against melee. You should be producing spears.
Absolutely,
And
and
there
I
are
haven't
no
seen
spears
it.
coming out yet. I mean, we do have the Viking player going to be in Castle Age, so he'll be able to defend no problem from these towers. That's not even going to be an issue for him. But the double melee stables, these war elephants coming out, is going to be so bad. Bill, yeah, monks would do it too, but he's not in Castle Age.
Exactly. It's not
So
even clicked up.
at this point, he has to make spears. So he has no other choice. His eco, he could click up. He could easily click up right now, but he did not have the buildings. Market is down, and he's rushing the stable down. He has what, 5, 6 villas building the stable right now. Now he'll click up. Yep, there he goes. Double tower. Man, this tower rush is going to be rough at this point, just because of how many are going down and the constant dealing with this, I guess. But I mean, nonetheless, what's going to happen is there's going to be 20 elephants here in a second, and that's just going to spell bad trouble for Casus Belli over here. We already have what, 5, 6, 7, 8 elephants prepared.
We do, but huge eco lead for Casus Belli and Sprinkled here. All they have to do is hold long enough for that to make the difference.
Oh yeah, I mean, if we can get some spears out, which we are seeing being created now, and some monks behind this, I mean, this could be easily held off.
Yeah, and it feels too slow. I go soon, but he's gonna be up to castle. He's gonna be able to get monks out. He's gonna get pikemen. He has 3 barracks producing spears at this point.
Yeah, and the tower rush over here is not doing much. As almost all of them are down except for the 2 on the hill there.
Yeah, battering down towers, building. Yeah, this is an all or nothing one. It's either you win or you lose. And
I mean, I think everything that we've seen from them in this is played well. I think, like you said though, the transport ship going all the way around back
cost so much time.
Could have been the mistake of the game here. We do have 10 elephants out now.
They're coming through, but you know there are like 8, 9 spears. He's up to Castle Age. I don't see a monastery yet, which I would have liked to have seen, but pikemen is coming in. So it's going to be pikemen against these elephants, and I don't think the elephants came fast enough. It was too slow, whether it was that transport or his eco because he didn't go on fish.
Yeah, I mean, the town center is going to do pretty decent damage here as well because of the lack of upgrades.
Yeah, but 1 elephant down, 2 elephants down, 3 elephants down. Yeah, this is GG.
I mean, the eco numbers are quite far behind, so it could turn bad for them here. And the military numbers are going down for Caidos here. And he did get a dock up on the back, though, at least. So maybe he's thinking about converting over to some more eco, but
he hasn't done it because he's too busy. All but 1 of the initial elephants gone down. The tower rush has died on Sprinkled. Towers are going up on Casus Belli from Weeb, but it's too little, too late. We're at the point where that eco lead takes hold. We're at the point where being 10 or 20 vills behind is too much.
Yeah, I mean, that said, though, there are 12 idols for Casus Belli, so... And he is going to try to get rid of this tower. Not sure he's going to be able to do too much there, though. We'll see if he gets rid of it or not. Got a crossbow here. Elephants are out. I mean, I think that they're still... I don't think it's GG if these crossbows come out and take care of all of these spears.
I'm not thrilled with how Sprinkled is playing this. I would love to see him sending some knights or something to back up Casus Belli taking the 2v1 pressure here.
Yeah, he's going crossbows. I mean, he is taking out the towers at home. I mean, I think you have to just tell your teammate, you know, I'm on my way, but I have to get numbers at this point, though. So I don't hate what he's doing. We do see some monks out now and a conversion for Casus Belli, and that's a great castle right there. Protect your town center and prevent this from coming across your map anymore. So I like this play from him.
Like you said, lots of idols still. I mean, it bounces up and down, but this has been messy for him.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Castle
now, where's his
should go up.
military? It's gone.
Yeah. Castle should go up though, and these elephants are going to be weak against the archers, so this is costing a lot of vills to get this castle up, but
It will, but
it will go up, and he will be able to defend for now.
yeah, but I maintain my position. Caidos is 20 vills behind, 30 vills behind Sprinkled, 20 vills behind Casus. It's 10 vills behind Casus, but it's not good. This had to win by now, right?
I don't know.
With that castle up, can they push it? They're not going to get to Imp first. They're not going to get more numbers. They're so far behind on food eco.
Yeah, I mean, this is true, but look at how limited the map is for Casus Belli. If he doesn't get any more of his map control back, what is he going to do?
Well, he has gold untouched. He has safe woodline, safe stone.
And Splink just threw away a bunch of crossbows.
Yeah.
The water boom is the concern, and
now,
if anyone comes back on water...
No, look at this. They're switching targets here. They recognize, okay, this castle, just what we're talking about. They know they're not going to be able to put pressure here, so they're turning around and going the other way.
That's a good play.
I agree. Now, we can only hope that Casus catches this and gives his ally the heads up.
Well, archers are just walking to their death right now, and
Yeah.
that is all he's producing. This could actually end the game.
Sprinkled he saw this coming. He almost had a castle. He should have bought the stone, built a castle. But I think this is okay. All these towers are going to buy time.
Not enough
I think they'll be
time.
okay. You don't think so? You think this is it?
Look how fast this tower just went down.
Yeah.
And
This is not
there's
good.
only 3 other towers in a town center, and you got crossbows and more elephants coming in behind this, and your teammate cannot get to you. He cannot help him at all.
And this is what I was saying. Like I did not like how Sprinkled played this. I feel like more mobile units to put the pressure on the other side and clean up that forward. Yeah, you're right. This is a completely different game. What does he do to this?
He dies to this at this point.
Yeah.
No assistance, and all he has is crossbows.
If he would have built the castle the moment they turn around, he would have been fine. But it's too little, too late.
I absolutely agree.
Maybe even a panic castle behind the TC by that tower right now could save the game if he went all in on it. And he has to go all in on something at this point.
Yeah, but that TC is going down. And all those villagers are exposed. The crossbows and elephant's gonna be there. He's trying to repair it.
Why repair it? Build a cat. He should have dropped a panic castle. Would have been great here. But he still has another TC. He still has more vills than anyone else in the game. I just think a castle.
Yeah, but he's all on water.
There's
though.
the castle. There's the castle finally. I would have liked it sooner, but send all the vills in. All the vills. It has to go up. There's no pressure on the other side now, so Casus has to start pressing out and clean up this forward. Well, Sprinkled desperately holds.
Even if it goes up 14 elephants with no murder holes and more elephants coming in, I don't think it stays up.
I agree with you. It was too slow. It needed to be that needed to be dropped 3, 4, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean it is up. He might be able to defend for this for a time, and they're just gonna run.
They're afraid. They're running. So now this is real bad.
Oh no, Casus Belli's sending villagers across the map.
Gonna build production? Build a barracks?
They're just getting shot by a tower right now, and
Yeah.
it's a downhill shot, so it's doing quite a bit of damage.
This attack got cleaned up. He has enough crossbows to finish off these elephants. Now tell me this isn't truly over at this point. What can they do?
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do at all.
They're so far behind on vill count. It's 52 to 34 on Casus and versus Caidos, and 63 to 70 Weeb and Sprinkled. It was a gamble, and I don't think it paid off.
I think the play would have been for Captain Weebmaster to gone onto water and at least tried to take out some of the fishing eco. Splinked built the TC again. I mean, his fishing eco is getting less and less.
They should be redocking.
Yeah, effective. But they still have fish. They have the fishing eco. I mean, we have 4 fishing ships out for Caidos, but we have nothing for Captain Weebmaster.
Let this be everyone's reminder. If you're fishing heavily, you have 20-some fishing ships. Redock.
Yeah, at this pace, you should have with as many fishing ships as there are redock every like 10 squares at least.
But Casus is dropping a castle in sprinkled space. You know, and you know what could have helped is from that castle, a few Genoese just shred the elephants too.
Oh, absolutely. But we'll see what happens as we're going to have the Vietnamese archers up against the Viking archers. I mean, upgrades are equal at this point, and the extra HP does do quite a bit here. Especially with the meat shield of elephants, you know, 250 hit points apiece.
Right. Yeah, the elephants and crossbows coming in for another hit on Sprinkled again, but this is a different game now. Now there's a castle up on the TC. Now barracks are coming up. It's not going to be as effective this time.
Oh, I agree with that. I definitely agree.
We really need to see something from Casus, though. I feel like he's so heavy on gold. What is he building? He needs to get into this game.
He's actually producing military? Knights at the moment.
I see a handful, but yeah, it feels like not enough at this point.
Yeah.
From where he should be.
I agree. I mean, again, though, I think if they hold out long enough, they will have a decent position as long as Slinked and Casus Belli don't land them. Because they're going to control more of the resources except for food. So, I mean, they could really just drag it out at this point.
I guess that is what we'd like to see. Maybe some kind of landing knights or something from Casus over to the other island.
Yeah, and Captain Weebmaster's on his way to the Imperial Age.
Okay.
So 3 like TCs. He is booming on 3 TCs and producing military in the front. And all they need is a Treb or 2. And he has a castle coming up right now.
Okay. This could work. I feel like it shouldn't have worked. I feel like it should have ended several times, but it was still in it.
Yeah, but look at the KD for Captain Weebmaster. 145 to 46. Caidos is just producing and making a meat shield for crossbows at this point. And this water play is great. You have lots of fish, but
the lack of redocking kills it though. The lack of, I think, said counter landing would have been good. But really, we need to see a switch out of the pikemen. I understand keeping the pikemen around in case the elephants come back, but you need something to deal with crossbows now, not the elephants later.
Yeah, but now we're going to have... I mean, this is a lot of crossbows from Captain Weebmaster here. And yeah, they are going to go back to blue. They say Harissa in their chat. So, what is he going to do against this now? I mean, he's had time to boom up. He has a bunch of spearmen. Aren't going to do anything against crossbows. And he's making knights. He's not making Gioni's crossbow.
Yeah, it's... I feel like the initial pike play was good and made sense, but after that, I would have liked to see skirms and Genoese from the Italian player would have completely destroyed this comp.
Yeah, I mean, the most disgusting thing about this whole thing is Captain Weebmaster is happily booming at home with 3 TCs, and they have kept Splinked and Casus Belli to only 2. And they have been losing eco the whole game, whereas Captain Weebmaster hasn't lost eco.
Yeah, and it's definitely turned to the point where Captain Weebmaster has by far more eco now.
Yeah, I mean, team-wise, they're still behind, but with this massive number of elephants, 27 elephants, I mean, that is a lot of elephants, and they're still producing. And Arba left 46 Arbs right now. Trebs will be coming out here. And now you have a castle in the middle, so now Splinked has to be able to deal with that castle, or walk all the way around.
And it just feels too bad, like, for the Sprinkle Casus team. I feel like they should have been able to handle this, and their just play was just a little off.
Yeah, I think that we should have seen more of a water play from Captain Weebmaster and Cadius still, but I mean, they are gonna be able to take this castle out without any question. I think it's over. I think
I agree.
this is gonna be it. What can you do against this 55 Arbaleths and all these war elephants?
No, it's not right now. It's too late. 10 minutes ago, Skirms and Genoese would have done it, but it's what it comes down to is I think this communication that we've all been watching between Weeb and Caidos has been perfect. They've been working as a team. They've been together, and that's what's winning this game.
Yep, and we see this castle's going to go down. Splinked is on his way to the Imperial Age, but, I mean, Casus Belli will be dead.
Yeah, this Casus running villas across the map to build a castle in sprinkled space feels like such a waste. If that other castle would have been home, he could have held longer. He could have made more Genoese or any. Maybe this is a case of Casus Belli knows how to play the Italians as a water civ, but they haven't played much as a land civ, and they weren't ready for this to react to this.
I think that it comes down to the excellent decision made by Caidos and Captain Weebmaster to go to Splinked after they applied so much pressure and they did so much damage. And look at all these elephants and all these villas. The whole eco is over here in this corner, and
it's over.
There's what are you gonna do?
Very well played by Weeb and Caidos here to turn this around. They should have lost it several times.
Oh, absolutely. But that TC goes down. All the villagers here will go down for Casus Belli. And that's
the game.
That's a tough pill to swallow. The military is trying to come across here for Splinked, but crossbow and pike now against elephant and arbalest isn't going to do anything.
And all these vills running, but where is there to run to? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I like how he's broken apart his arbalest too. He's going to make sure that they control most of that area.
I don't know. I feel like if you're in Sprinkled Casus Belli, no matter how the series plays out, you look back on this game and you feel so much regret. Like, there's so many places that could have been played a little bit better that would have made such a difference.
Yeah, I mean, this is an excellent play by them, though. We do see some Rattan archers coming out here as well for Captain Weebmaster. I mean, this is a strategy that I would not have expected to work after seeing the initial landing and the initial attack. But them deciding to go to the other side and Splinked not being prepared at all for it really hurt.
Right. And that is the case. I almost feel if that castle, that forward castle that Splinked has right now, if he'd put that down before the attack came, that might have been the game. There were so many opportunities for them, which hurts. It's terrible. Hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, now you have all the eco for 2 players on one part of this island, and there's already one woodline depleted in the back for Splinked over here, and this military is all headed your way. So I think a little bit of disbelief may be setting in here.
Yeah, I don't think they should have won, but very well played on them to make it happen.
Yeah, that was an impressive showing for sure. I mean, the KD for Captain Weebmaster is just ridiculous. Absolutely. 280 to 63 right now. I'm not really sure why they're continuing to play at this point. There is no counter in except for a few ships killing a few buildings on the shoreline, but whew,
yeah.
Wow. I mean, this is I love what we've seen from Team Islands thus far.
Absolutely. That's definitely a turnaround what it should have been. I feel it though. I've been in, we've been in Splinked in Casus' position, not this exact position, but a game that you look back and there were maybe 5 spots where if you'd done it a little differently, you would have had it.
Yep. The GG comes in game number 3. What a game, guys. What a game. I think this may be the most insane KD that we've seen in the tournament. Captain Weebmaster, 321 kills to 69 losses. Crazy. I mean, him booming behind that was definitely the right move. I still think that they should have been able to repel that attack, but nonetheless, GG, guys. That was insane. Alright, so we are now in a 2-1 here, and we're going to see if Splinked and Casus Belli can take us to a game 5 by winning game number 4, guys. And Casus Belli and Splinked have selected cenotes or cenotes for the next one. Hitch, I'm going to pause at 5 seconds here. Actually, I'm at 6 seconds.
Alright, give me 5 seconds.
No worries. Whew. That was a crazy game. I'm excited to see what we see out of game number 4 here. It's been a good matchup here. I think we obviously saw insane amounts of aggression early on, which really, was the determining factor in game number 1. Game number 2, though, we saw Casus Belli and Splinked go on the aggressive, and then they took game number 2. Game number 3, Team Islands, really funky build, a weird combo, but definitely was a fun one to watch there.
Alright, Juice. Sorry for the delay.
No worries. I'm at 6 seconds.
Me too.
Ready, set, go.
Alright. The C notes. Notes. Notes, is that what this is?
Cenotes, cenotes, yes it is. We're gonna have Mayans for Captain Weebmaster, and Caidos is playing Indians again.
Alright, and on the other team we have Mongols from Splinked and Teutons from our pal Caidos here.
It's Casus Belli actually, but no worries.
I don't know. 2 C's. Too many C's. Captain Weebmaster, Caidos, Casus Belli.
Well.
It's a conspiracy against me.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Looks like Captain Weebmaster says he's going archers. Makes sense. And Caidos is going to go scouts, which also is the right play as Indians, I think. What do you think about this matchup with the civs here? I definitely like Mayans Indians better, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I feel like there's definitely early game, mid game. I feel you. I don't know how well it'll work out later on. Having played, if post-imp Mangadai come into it, it becomes a lot more even. But before that, I don't love it for them.
Yeah, I mean, even with Mangadai though, that's super late game at this point.
Exactly.
We're talking. I mean, what are they gonna get to super late game?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. The cheap vills on the Indians is always good. Mayan Eco is good. I feel like Teutons. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
Have some surprise games for the series, so
we have for sure. I mean, a really early Mongol scout rush with 18, 19 pop would be great. But I don't know if we're gonna see that. He's not pushing hunt yet, so I mean, without the hunt, 18 pop Mongol scout build isn't exactly worthwhile.
Absolutely. And I feel like that's looking at this matchup. I feel like the mid game is definitely better for Weeb and Caidos, and Mongol should be pushing that early. Try to take that early advantage.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we got a nice few hits on that Vil there as well before Splink ran it away. So could have possibly stuck around and got some more HP off of that one, but probably didn't want to lose any HP on his Eagle. Casus Belli's scout is very close to the town center of Caidos here. Looks like he did realize. It looks like we're probably just going to see straight into archers for Captain Weebmasters. He's walling up pretty decently already. Nothing too crazy, but with these short wood lines, I mean, I think small walls is the way to go. And then on the other side, Casus Belli here. I mean, what is he gonna go?
You don't have the game up on your stream, I don't think.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. There we go, guys. One too few buttons clicked. My apologies, guys. You didn't miss anything, though, guys. We're just looking at the map and talking about civs at the moment, so... Still in Dark Age. Thank you for catching that before we cast the whole game.
Alright. What do we got here? Pretty standard builds here. I'm not seeing anything too special. Weeb's starting to get a little bit of walls up. Pretty easily walled map here. Looks like that for all the players can get a small wall up if they choose.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're going to see a whole lot of walling, though. I think Caidos is going into, scouts so early, he's just going to defend with a spear or two and send his scouts out. We are going to see some walls come in here for Casus Belli, though. Also for Splinked as well. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. There's going to be a potential issue with this hill here in the very middle. If you switch your map views, there's just a giant hill in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
That is pretty huge, and it doesn't really favor one player or the other, I'd say. It could put pressure on anyone.
Oh, man. Huge wall up from Caidos here.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh my.
I don't know that I like that. I feel like you could work that a little bit better. But
I could have diagonally across from the water.
Absolutely.
Well,
there are
himself
the shallows,
some wood. Oh yeah, I forgot about the. I don't think that goes across there though, does it? I don't know.
On the back does. It does on the back. But even then, use the wood lines. I don't know. It just feels. Whew.
I mean,
you have to do it. You have to do it, right?
He's gonna be the first one up. He's gonna get his stable down, hopefully right away. But he does not get it right away. There it comes down. So, I mean, it's not bad at all. I mean, we are seeing heavy walls on the other side too.
Yep, walls coming up for all the players here.
I mean, I think that Captain Weebmaster has to wall up. I don't think he has a choice.
Absolutely.
Going into archers, I think that's the right play for him.
I don't know that he's walling up correctly though. Like, this is greedy, is it not?
I mean, it's wide open still, and he has not walled it off. So
he's going so forward instead of moving back. I don't like how long it took Sprinkled to get to the feudal age. If you're on Mongols, push the hunt, get the hunt in, get up earlier. But you got up at the same time as the Indian player.
Yeah, I mean, Splink did realize he was being too aggressive with those walls there and just stopped building them to move to the back. But the side he should be focusing on walling is not getting walled right now.
Yeah, same thing for Weeb. He's just not really walling it up. So
he's got military buildings there though, so I think he's just gonna try to protect that hill at the moment. He already has one spear out. Should be getting some archers in behind it here in a second.
Alright, scouts coming forward from Caidos. But Casus Belli's
Oh no, he took a
completely
great
walled.
hill. Captain Weebmaster just killed 2 scouts for the price of, what, not even a full spear?
Ooh.
Excellent, excellent exchange. Scouts are forward here for Caidos, and he's not going to find any entrance points, I don't think,
And
here for Casus Belli.
no opportunities, and even by the time that he would get over to Splink, this will be walled up.
Yeah, we already have 2 archers, and that spear is still over here for Captain Weebmaster, and we actually don't even have any scouts out yet for Splinked here.
If he isn't trying to, I mean, he did build a stable, but maybe he built a couple scouts. Maybe he didn't want to do more than this too. He figured there's spears and archers out. I'm going to play defensive, get up to Castle Age.
Yeah, but I don't like this play. He doesn't even have an archery range up, and he knows he's against archers and spears. And here comes Caidos' scout.
Yep, I lied about him getting in on time. He was too slow.
Yep.
And all these archers and scouts coming in. This might not be a long game.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid it might not be with the wall off attempt there. That, I mean, this is some big wall off, and 2 vills doing it, but you saw the Eagle Scout there. No communication in-game chat that we saw from Casus Belli. 2 slinked that those scouts were headed his way.
Right, Casus is running back with 5 scouts, which is, I mean, I feel like he has to do at this point, but they're not able to punish Caidos and Weeb for having open bases that are raidable.
Yeah, and another vill goes down here. Splinked has lost quite a few villagers. He's completely off of gold. He has no military whatsoever on the field, and he has some idle vills.
Yep.
These scouts for Casus Belli have to clean this up for them to have a chance at this point.
And they should be able to, but as we saw in the last game, Caidos and Weeb have been doing an excellent job of coordinating, playing together.
Yeah, and I think that he might clear this up, but
I mean, with the spear in there, the archers, he might stop it from doing too much more damage. But
yeah, it's only 1 spear though.
Yeah, but archers are continuing to come in, 4 more.
Yep, and more scouts arriving from Caidos as well.
Yeah, and then no more production. Not a lot of production coming in from Casus Belli. So he's not committing to the scout play in feudal. There's not reinforcements coming, and they're not going to last.
Yeah, this is not looking good at all. Caidos and Captain Weedmaster are going to win the overall fight here, and gold is exposed, woodline is exposed. I mean, Splinked is under so much pressure, and we have 2 more scouts coming out forward here for Casus Belli.
Yeah.
He is up to castle, so...
Right. Yeah, I want to say I don't even think the scouts should have been built. It's just not enough at this point, and it's too late. Save the food. You should have saved the food. Get knights. Knights could turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, this is rough. I mean, behind this, eco-wise, too, Splinked is only at 25 vills. Captain Weebmaster's at 41, the lead.
I'm kind of hating this eco right now by Weeb, though. He has 1,300 food and not doing really anything with it. He should be going up, should he not?
I mean, it's... Who is that, did you say? Captain...
Weeb.
It was wood, not food. He is on his way up.
Oh, it was food. Now he clicked up. That's why it's gone.
I see. Well, I mean, I think it's over. 23 villagers, and you're at 20 minutes in game, and you are not on your way to castle. You are nowhere near castle age. Nope, he actually has the res. He's almost castle. He's gonna be a little bit short on food right now.
Yeah, but what does it buy him? He has no military. What real advantage does it bring?
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to be playing from behind, but I mean, they brought it back to a point where they're still able to contend at this point.
Absolutely. Get this wall up, try to recover, but what you need to do is you need to go forward. You need to put some pressure. Go hit Caidos. He's not going up yet. Or now he is going up. But
I think the
is it
issue
too
here,
little, too late?
I think yes, it's too little too late. I mean, those scouts are running into archers. Those archers are going to be able to take that fight, no problem, I think. He gets more archers in coming out, so... we have some villagers on stone here for Captain Weebmaster. I wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't go into multiple TCs and just massively produces archers.
How do you feel? How do you feel about Casus Belli going knights here against Indians? I don't love it.
I mean, as
You,
Teutons, what choice do you
you,
have at this point, though?
right? You need you need the mobility for your team. I understand that, but I
Well,
try
the
to push
mobility is
forward
not
with the
even
fight.
good.
No, it's but his team needs something.
Yeah, I think what he
But
should
I
do
feel
is
like
he should be going to Captain Weebmaster.
I'd want 4 barracks. Put up the spears. If you're going to do the knights, at least put spears into help, pikes into help. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Splink clicked up here, so maybe he's anticipating 3 TC booming back into this, which is probably the only thing he can do, but he doesn't have the res for that. He doesn't have the wood for the TCs, and he won't have... I don't think he'll have enough to boom into this one at this point. We're going to see crossbows very shortly, and we're going to see a lot of crossbows. Archers are actually going to head down towards Caidos. Oh well, that's plenty of camels there to take that fight.
He's not going to win it, but it buys him time.
Yeah, again though,
This is not a winning fight for Teutons. I mean, they do have the armor in Imp. Teuton paladins do pretty well against camels compared to any other paladin really, but it's
yeah.
just not enough here.
Yeah, they do get that additional pierce armor. They already have +1 pierce armor, but
It's extra melee armor for the.
oh, that's right. Yes, my bad. Melee armor. I mean, the stable will go down here, but it's just one stable. I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
I mean, this fight even
I don't know
isn't
that it
good,
will go
but
down. This many vills repairing.
I think
Archers
he'd be
behind.
better off to garrison the TC and just...
Nah, I like keeping it. I like keeping it up. Don't let him get in the eco.
Yeah, meanwhile, we have 2 TCs up for Splinked here. He is starting to make, well, he made an archer and a skirmisher. So he's confused as to what he's going to go. It is 1 TC for Casus Belli, which I think is probably going to be the only way they can survive in this one right now. But at the same time, crossbows are going to shred Teutonic Knights here. Doesn't have a lot of them, but hit and run. He's doing a good job of that. Couple camels coming forward as well. I think this is just what you said. It's too little, too late.
Yeah, I like the pressure from Casus here. He's doing the right thing. He's moving in. He pushed red. He's getting chased away. Maybe he's going to go try to hit Weeb. He's playing it right. It's just there was way too much damage done to Splink. He should have got those walls up just a little bit earlier, and this would be a whole different game.
I think we might see a forward castle. We might see a get out of my game castle here. 900 stone for Captain Weebmaster. He's got military numbers. He has 19 crossbows. I think we could see something come forward, and if he castles the TCs right in front of the palisade wall or that wood line in the gold right there, I mean, that just puts Splink in an even worse position.
I don't even know that you need to do that. I feel like that's almost a pointless risk at this point. You just the archers could build forward. You're overextending with that. Look at this. Knights from Casus will get in. I don't know what success they're going to find, but it's the right mentality. Pressure, get in there, do something.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of those knights are very low HP.
Indeed.
So even town centers at this point, with a few camels or crossbows, will do the job here. And the crossbows are back already. He is going to send the vills to the town center. I don't even think he's going to get but maybe 1-2 vill kills here, if that.
He didn't even get the one. He should have gotten one. Yeah, this isn't going to accomplish anything. Trap.
He just
Oh,
runs
there's a
right back
hole in the wall.
outside, and the camels are there for Caidos.
Yeah. I like the spirit. I like that he's trying, but it's just too late.
Yeah, and more knights will go down here. Those camels are faster than the knights, so they could just chase and keep hitting them. Few skirmishers to archery range production for Splinked here, but I think the early aggression again has paid off for Captain Weebmaster and Caidos, and at this point, 1 TC all in for the Teuton player. Oh no, he did get a second TC up on his gold, but I think they're gonna move forward. And we do see Vils coming forward as well, so we might see that forward castle after all. Yep. Camels, those numbers continue to grow.
Yeah, it feels. It felt that it's. Oh, and you were right. Look, here comes that forward castle you wanted.
I think that's the right play. You take a town center out, a wood line out, and a gold out here. This is a big,
Yeah. I
big.
mean, I definitely don't think it's a bad play. I just feels unnecessary. But hey, have some fun. You're ahead.
Yeah, there are a lot of knights headed in here, though. A lot of low
True.
HP knights, and the camels are not over here yet.
And this is what I'm talking about. It feels like an unnecessary risk.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think he has the numbers still to fight this off. The camels will be here soon too. Oh,
right.
Oh! Look at the attack ground.
And the castle hasn't even started being built yet. Vil's just standing there.
Yep, skirmishers take a big hit and another big hit.
Oh, yeah. See, this is what I mean. Like,
yeah, but camels are coming in now. Those villas will survive.
I'm not saying this is going to cost them the game, but to me, that was a misplay. You're being too greedy and trying to put that castle.
I think the misplay was just not communicating, hey, I'm going to drop a castle, get your camels here.
Yeah.
I still think the forward castle is the right play here, because this denies, what, his second gold pile, a wood line, and, you know, hurts his farm eco. I mean, he's already hurting. You are ahead. I mean, Splink has done a good job to boom back into this, but now the pressure's back on him, and he lost pretty much all of his skirmishers.
Yeah, no, like, it's gonna work, and they're gonna be okay. I just don't think it was optimal. But yeah, castle's gonna go up. It doesn't range all that much. It denies a gold he's not taking, a gold that he doesn't need at this point. He has plenty of gold in his base. He's not gonna use it all up anytime soon.
Yeah, I like the first castle position, honestly, where he had originally placed the foundation. But I mean, that said, Indian camel bonus against buildings. Gonna be big. 11 more camels coming out at home, going towards Casus Belli as well.
Yeah. I feel like what I don't like here from Weeb and Caidos, I feel like they haven't really committed one way or the other. I feel like they could have won it if they just decided and went in earlier.
Yeah.
Just kept at it. They were indecisive, bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, that said though, I think they just got so far ahead early on.
Absolutely. They're not in a bad position by any means.
Yeah, and then these camels, he doesn't even have to send those camels back, so they can continue to pressure Splinked. So he already has, 14, 15 camels at home.
Yeah, absolutely. These camels will take it.
No,
Not to mention, Weeb is on his way to Imp. You add. Oh, he's going plumed archers here. But if you added in arbs with obsidian arrows, it really is over for Splinked at this point.
Yeah. Defensive castle gonna try to get up here for Splinked. I mean, he could definitely be in a decent spot with that, but his opponent's into Imp already.
Yeah, that'll be finished just in time for Trebs to come out to take it down.
Yeah, it's
It's a
not
valiant
ideal.
effort by Casus. They Splinked. It's been well played. It just wasn't their night. It looks like.
No, I agree, and we actually see Captain Weebmaster is going to start teching into Pikeman as well. So he's thinking about going Halb behind this.
Yeah.
He is going to actually put some barracks up. So he's going to go Plumed Archers, Halb, and Siege. I mean, that's not a bad combo with a bunch of camels behind.
Yeah. It'll work for them, but they've got such a good eco lead on this point, Weeb versus Splink, that could do almost anything.
We have 16 camels headed into Splink's base, and Splink has, or OG's, yeah, Casus Belli's base, and he has nothing to defend from this.
Oh, absolutely.
Same time, we have 21 of them in front of Splink's base.
Yeah.
That TC is going to go down in the front here, it looks like, for Casus Belli. Can be close.
No, yeah, it will. You're right, it will. I don't love the attack. I would have liked some more camels, and it doesn't feel like it was as many as he should have gone in with, but it's going to do the job nonetheless, right?
Yeah, and nothing lost at home. We're actually going to have Rams and Mangonels push here from Captain Weebmaster instead of Trebs.
Knights running back for Casus Belli, but what do they do against this many camels?
Yeah, the eco numbers have already been lost.
They're tooting Knights, and a lot of some of the camels are weak, but even if you wipe this up, there's just going to be more behind it.
Yeah, Splink is on his way to Imperial Age. I'm not sure I like this Imperial click from him. I guess he has no choice with the castle in front of him and his opponent in Imp already, but...
Yeah, how does he answer these Trebs? I mean...
He has no military.
What do you do in this position?
He is getting stables up in the back. So maybe he's... what do you go stable unit here? I mean, you're up against camels. I mean, camels
I feel
of
like
your own?
This is what we talked about earlier, though, is the Mongols had to have a window in Feudal Age where they could put some pressure on and buy themselves time to get to Imp and post-Imp. But this mid-game is where they were going to lose it, and it looks like it's where they lost it.
I would agree. And I think you're going to get to Imp, but you're not going to have any castles to make Mengadai, which is the unit you'd want to go for. Crossbows Skirmisher Army is just going to die here. Siege, destroying all town centers. Expect the GG to come in here pretty soon.
Yeah. There's just the score at this point. Ugly. You hate to be in this position.
Yeah, I mean, but look how much siege is here for Captain Weebmaster. Caidos is just chasing those non-husbandry units for the Teutons. They tried to pick off a Treb here with a few of those knights, didn't even get that one Treb.
And here come the GGs. Alright, well played by both sides. These were some good competitive games. I really enjoyed this set.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a 3-1 take here for Caidos and Captain Weebmaster. I think Casus Belli and Splink played very well. I think just potentially the strategies coming out for Captain Weebmaster and Caidos in Game 1 and Game 3. What was it? Instadrush and Persian Douche.
That's quite the opening. And you gotta imagine, that sets the tone for the series, right? Like, you do not want to start a set of games and get hit with that.
I mean, it doesn't just set a tone for this series; it sets a tone for the semifinals. I mean, the strategies brought out here. You only get 2 bans per side. I mean, what do you ban? I'm thinking you have to ban like Lithuanians because of the Instadrush. No one wants to face that, and Persians. But then you leave Incas open for them again. And they did so well with Incas in game number 1 versus Knight and MC. I'm excited to see what they bring forth, what strategies they bring out come the semifinals.
I'm
Uh,
excited to see this play going forward. I'm hoping they keep us on our toes. Don't do that same thing. I don't want to see another instant rush. Give me something else.
Now
Mix
let's
it up.
see something else. I mean, Casus Belli and Splinked did make it to round two. They did play quite well here as well. I think they just made some mistakes in that Team Islands game, and I think that just the strategies overall worked out. And in this
Well,
game, I think the early aggression hurt them so much you couldn't recover.
yeah, to me, what I think this came down to is the team play. Even without proper voice chat, the team play between Caidos and Weeb there was just awesome. They were in sync. They were fighting together, and that matters in a 2v2.
Absolutely. It does. I think the Civ selection here was bad too. This game specifically, I didn't mind the Civs selected. I think they had better Civs actually for most of these sets. Maybe I mean the Gold Pit game they didn't really have better Civs, but they had equal Civs in my opinion.
Right.
Um, but I mean the Islands game they had better Civs. They had the number one and number two Team Islands Civs, and they just lost to a wacky strat. I think they played well. I mean, thank you guys for participating in Team Battlegrounds. Congratulations to Captain Weebmaster and Caidos. You guys are moving on to the semifinals. I will have to pull the bracket up here and update it for you guys so you can see what other matchups we have coming up here before long, guys. They should be scheduling and or playing. I know there is another set that has partially been played, which makes me think we are going to 5 games in that one. But we just have to wait and see here. So we have a 3-1 for Caidos and Captain Weebmaster over Casus Belli and Splinked here. They will face the winners of Palm and Cheap, and then Longhander and Venison. So look forward to seeing the next 2 or 3 sets actually here in the round of 8. We also have Get a Liquidator and Super Monkey Car 3000 going up against Elon Tusk and Melon Musk. And then we have the Jarl of Red and Eaton going up against Exorcist and Mad Evil Times. So if you guys haven't already, follow the channel. Come watch the progression of this tournament. It's going to get nuts. Semifinals are also best of 5, finals being a best of 7, guys. For everyone out there on YouTube, we're going to end the video here. Obviously, the tournament, the set here has been completed. Congratulations again to those who advanced, and thanks for playing Casus Belli and Splinked. And for you guys on Twitch, hang out for a minute. We're gonna probably play a game, I think. But for everyone on YouTube, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share this video, guys. Catch you later.